Hello, today we're going to do a two-sample proportion hypothesis test to compare males and females at Lee. Which group is more likely to identify as conservative? So I have some data from a project carried out in fall of 2022, and we're going to take a look at the data. So in this data sheet, I've consolidated it so that all of the female students have their entries first, followed by the male students. And we need to find out how many female students are there and how many identify as conservative, and how many male students are there, and how many of them identify as conservative. So we're going to use the countif feature. So we're going to count how many from this range are conservative. So this is female conservative. This is female total. We need to count how many of our entries, how many of the people who took our survey are female. So 46 of the 63 females identify as conservative. And for males, we can also use the countif and figure out how many of the males identified as conservative and how many males were there total. Okay, so let's take this information and take it to SALT. So in SALT, we go to inferential statistics, and we go to two-sample proportion. So in our first one, we saw that 46 of the 63 women identified as conservative, and 27 of the 36 men identified as conservative. So for variable 1, that's women, and variable 2 is men. And our hypothesis test was, do men, are they more likely to identify as conservative than women? Or in other words, are women less likely to identify as conservative than men at Lee? So that means our alternative hypothesis is that will be less than. We generate our results, and we get a p-value of 41%. That's a really large p-value. And so we do not reject the null hypothesis. That is, we're going to conclude that men and women are equally likely to identify as conservative at Lee.